Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from the Oklahoma Railway Museum in Oklahoma City.
Just off I-35 and 36th Street, this museum pays tribute to Oklahoma's great railway history.
You can see freight cars, passenger cars, and even a real steam engine on display. We'll have more on how you can plan your visit and take part in a day out with Thomas the Tank Engine a little bit later in the show. All right, there's a fun, family-friendly outdoor event coming up at the Lazy E Ranch in Guthrie very soon. It's called the Oklahoma Wildlife Expo, and last year, this was a lot of fun, our Discover Oklahoma team set the bar in a media team competition.
You know, we just rock the gravy tasting.
Absolutely.
Nobody can touch us on that. But in terms of the archery, the skeet shooting, you know, that kind of thing, the fishing,
yeah,
not so much. The Oklahoma Wildlife Expo is an entire weekend of completely free outdoor activities paid for by the hunters and anglers of Oklahoma through their fees to the State Department of Wildlife Conservation.
We hope we'll turn a lot of these folks into hunters and anglers in the future. But if not, archery is a lifelong sport in itself. Target shooting, same thing. We've got pellet rifles out here for people to try. And like you said, just learning about bird watching is a wonderful pastime for people.
You can do it in your backyard.
You can do it in your backyard, that's right. And hiking, backpacking. There are so many things that we can do in the outdoors.
In our media competition, the Discover Oklahoma team is going to be up against the Hook and Hunt radio show guys, Steve Easom and Steve Schiffner, who have already caught what I think might be their radio frequency in fish. You had 50 by yourself?
Wormy hands, wormy hands.
One good reason Dino and I head for the campfire cooking before we go fishing, sampling some delicious wild hog gravy with Dutch oven biscuits.
But we're starting with something we do best, which is food and eating.
Oh, well, that's it.
You know, they're hunting and fishing, we're touring and tasting.
There you go. There
That's
you
what
go.
we do.
You'll get to do that a lot today.
We don't think we're going to beat the hunting and fishing show people.
Oh,
so,
well, you'll
you know.
They're ringers.
Once we get to fishing, our Discover Oklahoma team is not too bad. Associate producer Mickey Galloway and I are the queens of the bluegills, reeling in about a dozen between us. But we more than double our points with the big catfish executive producer Barb Merks catches and then expertly tosses back into the lake.
Oh, awesome!
Dino steps up into the skeet shooting and earns our team some points. Mickey hits as well. I'm 0 for 5, but fortunately Jeff Roberts arrives just in time after his morning radio gig. You gonna shoot?
You?
We need you to shoot.
Okay, I'll shoot.
Some of us are a little weak in the shooting.
I don't have my ear protection. Can I use yours?
Yeah, I think my ears are fairly clean.
Well, they are now.
Jeff steps up there like a hunky Annie Oakley.
I got it. Pull. 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 You're on target now. All right.
Then it's on to the archery where I'm feeling pretty good because I actually hit something. Until I talk to the guys.
Okay, 2 30s and a 26. That's actually
You
pretty
got
good.
30s?
Yes. But remember, I caught no fish.
All right, I'll remember it.
They were laughing at me. They popped their little head out and then went back under the water. It was
I
embarrassing.
will, when I'm crying myself to sleep tonight, I'll remind myself that Dino caught no fish. In the end, Steve and Steve from the Hook and Hunt radio show reel in the trophy, but that's okay. Our team leader, Kelly Adams from the Wildlife Department, and I can see an upside. I dealt with two sharp objects and a gun, and no one was in.
Yeah, I think that's a victory in itself.
And we're all in it for the same reason, to promote the Oklahoma outdoors.
We do have free fishing and free hunting days in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Just check the regulations and find out what dates those are. It allows people to get out and experience exactly what we did today, and a lot of fun in Oklahoma.
The Oklahoma Wildlife Expo at the Lazy E Ranch is September 26th and 27th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturday and 9 to 5 on Sunday. Again, admission, parking, and all the activities are free. Everything you need to know is at wildlifedepartmentexpo.com.
Of course, the Wildlife Expo is all about being outside, but if you're looking for more of a relaxing escape, we've got that for you too.
Our Lauren Ferrum takes us to the Stardust Inn Bed and Breakfast in Medicine Park.
Nestled in between Medicine Park and the Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge is the Stardust Inn, a 4-room bed and breakfast that's a great place to get away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Let's check it out.
I wanted to have a bed and breakfast since my early 20s.
Peggy Brown and her husband Clark moved from California to Oklahoma City almost 30 years ago and found Medicine Park and fell in love.
And we bought a cabin in Medicine Park about 20 years ago, and there was no lodging here, and people kept saying, is there any lodging here? And I said, oh my gosh, this is where we're supposed to have our bed and breakfast. I love people. I love taking care of people.
Peggy not only has a heart for taking care of people, she also has an eye for unique, beautiful art. Everywhere you look at the Stardust Inn, there is Western and Native American art to see.
One thing that we're most proud of is that 98% of the artists are Oklahoma artists. So we love promoting Oklahoma.
Each of the 4 bedrooms at the Stardust Inn has a unique name and is decorated with a special theme.
This is good medicine.
Good medicine.
And it's good for you. This is Ron Owen's artwork in this room, and he's a real popular artist from Oklahoma City. And again, they all have 2-person jacuzzi tubs. And
it's a great place for a couple to come and relax.
it is.
Elk Song and Buffalo Spirit are decorated to depict and celebrate 2 of the animals you'll see a lot of in the Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge. And the Prairie Rose Room pays homage to a popular cowgirl.
Prairie Rose was a famous rodeo cowgirl. And she was known for making really all of her own clothes, and she always looked really
snazzy.
Cool. Yeah, yeah.
As a guest at the Stardust Inn, you'll enjoy a wonderful breakfast including Big Sky bread and granola from right here in Oklahoma and lots of Oklahoma hospitality.
We have a lot of return people that have been coming here since we opened. Oh, we get people from all over the United States and international too. We have people from France and England and New Zealand and everywhere.
The Stardust Inn is a special place to take a step away from busy, everyday lives to enjoy the beauty and tranquility of Medicine Park.
It's kind of magical.
It's so peaceful here, a great place to come and relax. Discovering Oklahoma, I'm Lauren Farram.
Oklahoma is home to some amazing destination ranches and bed and breakfast inns that help get you away from it all. Check out a list of several by requesting a copy of our Oklahoma Country Stays brochure. Just go to our website, travelok.com, and click on Request Free Brochures. Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
It's worth it. It's good for the kids. It's cheap too. Yeah, it is.
Find out where to go for a flying good time in Tulsa.
I can show you works of art you can't see anywhere else in Oklahoma at a level that we rival any national gallery as far as the quality of our work.
Plus the Osage County Art Gallery that's like no other. And the diner that's known for much more than its burgers.
Ice cream. We really are known for our ice cream. We make it ourselves. It's homemade here in the building.
The sweet treat that's worth the drive coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're coming to you from the Oklahoma Railway Museum, and put this on your calendar because coming up later this year, Thomas the Tank Engine will be here.
Yeah, Thomas is big, I'm telling you.
He is huge.
Now, if you want to have some fun before Thomas the Tank Engine rolls into town, you need to find out what Jason Grubbs discovered. It's time to go to the Sky Zone in Tulsa.
Sky Zone is really awesome. Sky Zone Tulsa is where you can jump, slam dunk, and dodge balls all under one roof. It ranges from 30 minutes to 60 minutes to 90 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes. After you put on your special sky socks, you'll head over to the main court for the safety rules. One of our mottos is have fun, fly safe.
One person per square, no flipping over the pads. This is a lot of square footage of trampoline.
Yes, exactly. It's about 7,000 square feet of trampolines.
All right, have fun, fly safe.
For people like myself who haven't been on a trampoline in a while, the crew around here says the Foam Zone is a great place to get a jump start on a little practice. We have 4 Foam Zone lanes. The foam itself is 6 feet deep, and actually at the bottom we have one big trampoline that acts as just an extra layer of forgiveness when people are jumping into the foam. Make sure you take everything out of your pockets before hopping in here. That's for sure. We have a bunch of signs out here that says the Foam Zone loves to eat your keys and phones. This is the Sky Slam area of Sky Zone, where you can practice your slam dunk.
The Sky Slam's my favorite.
Yeah, I like that a lot too. It's fun.
I like the Sky Slam too because you can do some cool tricks if you can.
While everyone has their favorite area, there's one spot that seems to always be busy.
Dodgeball is by far our most popular thing.
There are 3 large trampoline courts catering to the sport. Before you leave, be sure to add your name tag to the sticker ball up front. The day we visited, it weighed in at 104 pounds. That's a lot of people having a lot of fun.
It's worth it. It's good for the kids. It's cheap too.
Yeah, it is. Like an hour is enough for me, and it's not that expensive.
In Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
To find out more about things to do and see, where to eat, shop, and stay, if you'll be in Tulsa, you can do that with our Tulsa brochure, and getting one is easy and free. Just log on to travelok.com and click on Request Free Brochures.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is rich in a lot of things, and art and talent is one of them.
We head northeast to an amazing art gallery focused on the Sooner State.
It's just home cooking. I mean, I've never had a meatloaf sandwich that tasted so good, and that's the honest truth. I love it.
Plus the hometown diner that is worth your drive. Still ahead right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Hot off the press. Order your free copy of the 2015 Oklahoma Travel Guide and get an all-access pass to the very best places, attractions, and activities Oklahoma has to offer. Go online to travelok.com and order your free copy today.
Welcome back. We're coming to you this week from the Oklahoma Railway Museum. This is a terrific place in Oklahoma City to bring your kids or your grandkids and introduce them to the wonderful world of trains.
Absolutely, this is a great place, and now we're going to go to another great place. How about a location where you can get acquainted with some Oklahoma artists? Julie Chen now takes us to the Tallgrass Gallery in Pawhuska.
Step into Pawhuska's new Tallgrass Gallery and you'll find paintings, portraits, and possibly an artist hard at work.
This is a piece that is of Chief Satanta, who was the signer of the Medicine Lodge Peace Treaty in 1867.
Bernita Van Ostel is fine-tuning the piece with the chief's great-great-granddaughter.
That's the first time I've seen one that looked just like him. I can't wait for it to be completed and show it to the people back at home.
Bernita is one of nearly a dozen artists whose work you'll find for sale at the gallery.
I can show you works of art you can't see anywhere else in Oklahoma at a level that we rival any national gallery as far as the quality of our work.
Bruce Carter owns Tallgrass Art Gallery and silversmiths in the window.
When I came to Pawhuska, actually, I was just going to, all I wanted was a 10 by 10 space to do silversmithing. That's all I was after. The people of Pawhuska wanted a gallery, and so I worked with them. We opened the gallery.
Oklahoma is rich in a lot of things, and art and talent is one of them. And so that's our aim, is to feature Oklahoma artists specifically.
You'll find a beautiful, eclectic Western and wildlife mix here. There's everything from watercolor and oil.
There's a rainstorm blowing up, so I called this piece, We're Gonna Get Wet.
To silver and scrap metal.
The state bird, the scissor-tailed flycatcher, buffalo in the shape of the Oklahoma state.
Stephen Schwark is an Aussie turned Okie. He works in reclaimed metal and wood.
It's an amazing opportunity. It's fantastic to be around all these fantastic, skillful artists.
A lot of the artists in the gallery have won awards at a national level. Carolyn Mock has work permanently shown in Willow Rock. Bernita Van Osdel, our bronze sculptress, won awards, shows all over the United States. Helen Howerton teaches at Gilcrease. So these artists are of a really high level and extremely talented people.
With such high caliber talent, this art gallery also plans to become a teaching gallery and expand from there.
We're trying to make it an art center for the town and for the whole region, where we're not only going to do art as far as two-dimensional and three-dimensional. I'm working with cowboy poets They'll come in and do cowboy poetry, and it's art. And we're trying to be very broad in how we approach art.
Just the energy that it's brought to town and the excitement, not to mention the amazing art. It's pretty cool.
Tall Grass Gallery, carving an exciting new home for Oklahoma artists like Bernita.
This is what I love doing. I always wanted to be an artist, and here I am.
You can check out Tallgrass Art Gallery Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 6 or Sunday from 9 to 5. In Pawhuska, I'm Julie Chin, Discovering Oklahoma.
No matter where your next road trip takes you, we'll help you find a great place to visit, and all you need is a copy of the Oklahoma Travel Guide. Easy to get. Just head to our website, travelok.com, and click on Request Free Brochures.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
Their burgers are really good. All their food's really good. Everything we've had, but their ice cream's really good too. So.
Great meat and sweet treats. What more could you ask for? We'll tell you where to find it coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma.
The wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat
It sure smells sweet
when the wind comes
right behind the rain.
Oklahoma every night, my honey lemon night. Sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. You know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand.
And when we say, yo,
we're only saying you're doing fine. Oklahoma, Oklahoma. O
K-L-A
H-O-M.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
I'm getting close to China.
What a great time we've had this week at the Oklahoma Railway Museum.
It's a fun place to bring the family. Now, here's what you need to do. Either on the way here, or the way
when you leave.
When you leave would be nice. You're going to be hungry.
Of course.
We've got a great place you need to check out. It's Kaiser's Diner in Oklahoma City. Kaiser's opened in 1910 and it's been a staple in Oklahoma City for so many years. And now, since November of 2014, New Life has covered the establishment like hot fudge on a Sundae.
We really wanted to bring it back to what it was. Like, we didn't want to try and change it and make it something that was completely different. We wanted to bring it back to what it began as, and that was really what was going to shine. That's really what has happened. It's just been so great since we've brought it back to its roots, basically.
And of course, those roots involve
Ice cream. We really are known for our ice cream. We make it ourselves. It's homemade here in the building. We do it all the time. We go through a ton of it, and it's awesome. It's the best you can get in this area or at a store or anywhere. It's really good.
Kaiser's is also known for their burgers. They also have very good buffalo burgers, but they've added a few new items since reopening.
We added some pastas and some like heartier, dinner dishes. Since we're open for dinner, they used to close a little earlier, so we're open a little later. We actually have a full dinner menu, so we have those heavier, items at night, like pastas, and we have all of our burgers, of course. We have big salads, and at dinner you can get a piece of meat. So we wanted to switch it up.
It's just home cooking. I mean, I've never had a meatloaf sandwich that tasted so good, and that's the honest truth. I love it.
It is awesome. This is actually one of my first times coming here, and Mr. Dye here, he referenced it to me, and he said, hey, you should have the meatloaf sandwich. And I tried it, and my first bite, that's it, I'm done. That's it. That's what I'm having. It's awesome.
And not only is the food and ice cream awesome, but so is the atmosphere. It's really all about tradition.
The tradition, it's keeping it in a fit, like you feel like you're walking into another time. I love it when people come in and say, this is what it was when I was here in 1948, and, things like that. I had a man tell me that. Keeping the style, keeping just the air, just keeping the feeling in the restaurant still. It's just really important to keep it what it needs to be and what it was.
And as we saw in this one particular young customer savoring his ice cream, that tradition will be continuing.
Their burgers are really good. All their food's really good. Everything we've had, but their ice cream's really good too. So.
I think just watching him eat kind of sums it up right there.
Yes, sir. It sure does. He doesn't, very rarely is he quiet, so this is a good opportunity for him to enjoy it.
For dozens of ideas on great places to eat, head to our website, travelok.com, and click up top where it says Dining.
A big Discover Oklahoma thank you to the folks here at the Oklahoma Railway Museum for hosting us this week. The museum is so easy to find. It's on Grand Boulevard, not far from Northeast 36th and I-35, and you can visit every Thursday, Friday, or Saturday from 9 to 5. And hey, here's the best part, admission is free. If you're interested in tickets for the Day Out with Thomas the Tank Engine, you do have to purchase those. Thomas will be here the last weekend of September and the first weekend in October. Go to oklahomarailwaymuseum.org for more information on that.
Coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, a look at one of the most beautiful old homes in our entire state.
And we're inside one of the newest restaurants in Oklahoma. Don't miss the dish on these gourmet, yes, gourmet corn dogs.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma. Production vehicle provided by the Oklahoma Ford Dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.